Hey guys, so excited to see you here tonight, and we're going to be chatting, of course, about the WAL 504 card,
504 card.
which was swiped away from predictions.
Too strong.
And we're obviously going to be letting the dog out through because he can't stay in there.
Oh, I'm gonna just let him bark.
That's not going to work out.
He's gonna bark so much.
You guys won't be able to hear us very well at all.
Hang on.
But super excited to be talking about this tonight. Afterwards, we're going to finish up with a Q&A. But if you will, you want to hold your questions till we get through the 504 card because we're going to focus on that. And we might miss your questions, okay, if they come across. We've actually gotten a message by a couple of people. I asked my question twice and you didn't answer it. I'm out of here. Well, here's the thing. We get a lot of questions. And so we may not see it, okay? You can use Super Chat. That highlights and makes 100% certain that we will see it, or just keep asking it. We don't care. You can ask it 3, 4, 5 times. Keep asking it until we answer your
Five's
question.
the limit, though. No more than 5.
No more than 5.
I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
I think it's totally just fine. But super pumped about this card. Of course, you know we're going to fly out, even though Michael is not in a match. We're going to fly out, and he's going to do a little 2-minute or so commentary on the main event match, and then you might see him in somebody's corner.
What are you doing? Who are you? You can't be giving away those little secrets.
We've been chatting
2
about it.
a.m. in Northern Ireland. That is
2
awesome.
a.m. in Northern Ireland. I wish I was there. Okay.
Not really at 2 a.m., but I do want to come to Northern Ireland.
I definitely want to go to Ireland. Mrs. Monster should be a TV news anchor. Well, thank you,
I'm
Rick.
telling you, I need a sugar mama like crazy, guys.
Sugar
Hook
mama.
this woman. What? Yes.
I
will stay home with the doggies.
I mean,
And that's.
What's up, guys?
I made it move.
Big ups from England. Hey, Matt. Obviously, glad to be chatting with you folks across the pond, okay? But let's go ahead and chat about 504. Super pumped about it, super excited about it. I want to know your predictions, Michael, but I want you to add a little something. If you think someone's on the bottom side of prediction, I want to know what you think they need to do to be on the top side.
Train with the monster.
Train with the monster. Works for the gorilla.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you.
Did you guys see that? Oh my Lord,
4 a.m. in
that was
Finland.
absolutely
Man, you guys are
awesome. Thanks. All right, so let's start out with the first match. Alan Fisher, we haven't seen a while in the WAL.
Not in a minute.
Super pumped to watch him. He hasn't been in it since you've been in it, right? Was he there in 2017? I don't think he
might
was.
have been 7. I don't know.
All right, but Alan Fisher, okay, guys, if you don't know who he is, just Google him, all right? I mean, he's been around arm wrestling for decades, and he's done very well for himself, made a name for himself for sure. And he even has a little training program, I think. He's trained several students in arm wrestling or something.
He's run around and done his little arm wrestling seminars for 15, 20. I had him come to Cabot like 18 years ago or something, 17 years ago.
Yeah, I love watching him. I love seeing him get excited up there at the table. He shakes the table, right?
Not a huge fan of that.
I love it, okay? I'm the person that actually loves that. But he's going against Jamie Sheldon. I really like Jamie Sheldon. If you guys don't know who Jamie Sheldon is, he's the NatFit guy, all right? But this is going to be a great match. Tell us about it.
It's going to be a great match.
Snore.
All right, so I was watching Devin and John Milne's predictions the other day, and they both picked Alan Fisher. Clearly, they don't know the last time they pulled, as far as the last match I saw, Jamie finally beating. And it might have been 2017 Havoc in Hollywood. I'm not sure. But Jamie looked pretty impressive at his Unified National performance. So I'm going to probably go with Jamie.
Now, did Jamie and Alan pull at Unified?
No, Jamie pulled 187s, and I think they pulled
76?
I think that might have been 65 or 176. I can't remember.
Because Alan had some wars with
Jeff Hale.
Yeah, but
I don't know what the weight limit is either for this match. Jamie pulled 187, so pound for pound arm wrestling. What's up?
Hey!
What's up with some collabs, dude?
Yeah,
I know you got settled in now. You'll let me know what's going on when you come back.
Isn't Alan Fisher 85? Canadian boy.
I think he's only 84.
You think he's 107? Something like that?
I
don't know.
He's in his 60s, but he's a bad dude.
But he is absolutely doing
I mean, you can't count out Alan, but Jamie he's got all the tools. And I think a lot of it was that previously he'd never beaten Alan. Now that he has gotten a win on him, I think he's definitely the favorite in my eyes. So I'm saying Jamie Sheldon. What could Alan Fisher do to win?
Yes. What does he need to do to get it done?
He has a massive hand. I feel like a lot of times in his matches in his career, he did not take advantage of that. I've seen him, dump his wrist, flop in, bent wrist press. I think Allen has got great. I mean, he's been doing it forever. There's not a whole lot more that he can do to get stronger. So.
Where are they going to meet? On the table.
Oh, the book. This is going to be a top roll.
Top row. So we're going to go with the strap.
I would assume, and I feel like Jamie is just going to have all the strengths in the right place to nullify Allen's massive hand.
That fits strong.
Yeah, there you go. Next match, Ryan Blue Bowen.
How about that? Okay, we're gonna get to see Ryan in the WAL. Super pumped and excited about that.
Let me tell you what.
He is a big fan of arm wrestling, big promoter of arm wrestling, and we're super excited to watch him versus Alan Guerrero.
Okay, so Alan, I don't know real well. I know he has a very good hook. Hey, Ollie.
I have somebody sneaking up under my armpit.
He's got a very good hook, and I would have thought it was going to be 50-50 until I saw Ryan's performance in Arizona. Very, very impressed with Ryan's knowledge and skill and patience on the table. Not to mention, obviously, that side pressure training with Todd Hutchins paying off because he countered Daniel Moser's King's move pretty well. Of course, it's not a proficient King's move like mine, but it's still pretty impressive. I mean, his knowledge and ability to counter has very intelligent on the table, and I believe his powers is catching up. So I see a 3-0 sweep for Ryan, and also I see a 3-0 or 3-1 for Jamie.
Oh yeah, 3-1 for Jamie, 3-0 for Ryan. Is there anything Alan can do? What would be your best advice to give Alan? I like giving the underdogs advice.
I mean, his hook. I mean, of course, I saw Alan training in his top roll. So, I mean, that's the thing is I'm going on what I've seen on Ryan. I haven't seen anything on Alan, so you never know. You give somebody 6 months of dedicated training, they could be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
We've seen that with you, huh?
Yeah. So, if he secures his hook, he may have a stronger arm, but I just don't know if he's going to be able to get there. Ryan's looking really good right now, and what Ryan did in the bottom 8 was impressive as well.
It was, wasn't it?
Especially after watching Evan run through folks this last weekend. So that's pretty impressive.
Well, there you have it. Hey guys, I just want to tell you, I see we got 118 of you on here right now. Okay, if you have not subscribed, hit subscribe, click the bell for notifications so that you can be notified when we are live. In the comments, be sure and let us know how you found this live stream. Okay, was it through Facebook, was it through Twitter, Snapchat, or did you get the notification on YouTube? Just go ahead and let us know that as well. And be sure to share to your feeds.
Also, who is new to this channel that came over because of the Juji Mafu video they just did? I don't know. We've got an uptake since that video came out, but we got over 10,000 on our Instagram, so Rebecca has been able to make posts on there. So I think we're getting a lot more traffic that way. So I don't know if we're getting new subscribers from that or if it's
Super chat from Eric.
Chat.
Hey.
Eric, what's up?
Hello, beautiful people. I got Alan losing 3-1. I got a bet with. Hang on. I got a bet with Dave versus Lorette. I got Dave. Ryan Bowen is cool, like top row guy.
Yeah, thanks, Eric. We appreciate your
Thank you so much
support,
for your
man. This is awesome.
Absolutely. Always appreciate it.
Those are all good picks, in my opinion.
Another super chat from Aaron
Stein.
Stein. Michael, are you planning on being stronger at the WAL finals, or will you just try and replicate your recent form that crushed Dave Chafee?
Dave Chafee's awesome.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you very much for your support. We appreciate it. And to answer your question, my intentions are, when I came in today, as I've said on numerous different of these videos, I train in circuits. You guys watch me train circuits. That was the strongest week of circuits I had ever done by 20 pounds of my previous best, even when I pulled push guard 2016. Our plan, mine and the Gorilla's plan, is to come in 20 pounds stronger this next prep than I was against Dave. So that would be about 5% stronger, maybe 7% stronger than I was against Dave. Is it possible? I don't know, but that's the goal. We will be maxing out the machines. My lat pull down and Cedar Rose with Country Crush, they only go to 250. We finished at 240 this last round, so we will be stacking some weight on if this all works out. So that's the plan. The plan is definitely is. Well, I do have that extra little 5-pound plate that I can throw on. We would think about making a pin that we can stick in and add extra weight. But yeah, that's the plan. And the plan is to be the strongest I've ever. to be the strongest I've ever been in my life, and I think that's going to be what it's going to take. I really want to go after that overall number 1 in the world. I want to see who wins top 8, and if I can make it through the finals and still have the hammer raising it high above my head, then that's the plan. So I believe that there's no sense in waiting to find out whether I win. I need to start getting stronger now so that I can get.
I told Michael I want him to be ready if Levin shows up at our door. If it is Levin or 11, whoever. Maybe Nick. Whoever shows up at our door, I want Michael to be ready on that day. Any given day.
And I tell her that's not possible because I say on any given day, I used to say 50% of arm wrestlers in the world could beat me on any given day if they just showed up because I'm always broke down. That's actually more like 10% of the arm wrestlers in the world could probably just show up to my house and beat me if it was a normal day and I haven't taken the week off. You let me take the week off and less than 0.0001% of arm wrestlers in the world are going to beat me.
All right, so we need to get back to our predictions. Michael has gotten through the Alan Fisher and Jamie Sheldon match and the Ryan Bowen and Alan Guerrero match. We're going to move on to the ladies match, which I'm totally excited about. But as I was saying, be sure you share this feed. Let us know where you found out about us, okay? And be sure you hit subscribe and click the bell for notifications. We will get to a Q&A as soon as we're done. But if you want to be sure we see your questions, Super Chat is available. All right, Michael, going on to Malin and Fia. Y'all, these ladies, beast, both of them. Super excited to see the Swedes battle it out. And they are good friends, but make no mistake.
No, I think they're best friends.
They are best friends. Make no mistake, this will not be a Dave Chafee and Michael Todd love
there
fest.
was nothing wrong with that match.
They will be fierce competitors
they're
on the
bad.
table. Super excited about it. So who you got?
I got Fia 3-2.
You got Fia 3-2.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
All right. Why do you give her the advantage?
Malin placed higher her at Worlds last year.
You knew that pisses her off?
Well, I think Fia has the winning record against Malin, right? So styles make matches, draws make matches. It all comes out to that. The chick that beat Fia, Malin handled pretty easy.
Easy.
But we don't know if that's going to translate to their match, right?
Right. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to go just the opposite. All right. I think that Malin is going to come out on top. I think it's your time, Malin. Even though Fia and you are best friends, you're going to come out ahead on this one. So, Michael, what would you advise Malin to do?
Kiss her.
Kiss her?
I don't know. I have no idea what she can do. I may be retarded, but it'll be the match of the night if they do. I'm telling you.
What does that have to do with arm wrestling?
Nothing. I don't know what to tell her. They train together. They know what to do. But kissing her sounded right.
Would you advise Alan to do that against
that might work too.
Sheldon?
Well, I don't know.
You're just the typical jerk male.
Jerk male.
Let's just see some ladies kiss. Okay. All right. I almost said it, but anyways. Okay.
All right.
So moving on to
Matt Mask, Michael Todd. Oh wait.
No, it's not. It is Matt Mask and Sylvain. So excited to see this match. Okay, you have to admit it's most likely going to be a lot more entertaining than your match would be.
I'm pretty entertaining
though. He is entertaining. Okay, guys, you got to admit it. But anyways, let's
Stop chewing on your sister.
Don't chew on your sister.
My God.
All right, so do you want to talk about the match, or you want to like SWAT doggies?
I want to SWAT doggies. Yeah. So Matt Mask seems to be training real hard. Looks like he's got something to prove. You know, he's lost his last 3, and the one with Todd was that might have been unexpected to some people. I saw that coming. Sylvain, according to Devin and everyone that's in the know, says his hook is freaky strong right now. So can he get there? He's very strong in the bent wrist. He's very strong in the press. He's got wins over some of the best arm wrestlers in the world back then. He hasn't pulled the error of the freaks that we have now. But 3-1 Matt.
3-1 Matt.
Mm-hmm. Keys for Sylvain to win is just stop the match and make it a war. Matt will quit.
Matt, don't quit.
I hope he doesn't, but I hate that.
Don't quit.
That's the one thing that's only. I love everything about Matt Mask except for that. And it's become a lot more common in arm wrestling now.
Yeah, because men want to save their arms. We see that a lot. You won't see ladies do that. They're gonna battle it out.
I'm just.
All right.
I didn't get the start that I wanted, so
I laid down.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to get it again. I'm not that guy, man. If the match stops for me, I just gotta find a way to win, right? So, and I went back and watched my match with push card the other day, and instead of letting him pin me, I should have fouled. I should have came off the back. I mean, I should have. I just don't. I don't think that way. You know, I want to hold on. I want to fight.
Because if you guys don't follow PAL or any other league that has WAF rules, a foul stops the match and there's a restart. There are no running fouls.
Had that match taken place with running fouls, I think I'd have beat push card.
Yeah, well, because he
intentionally fouled like 3 times to get a restart.
Yeah, which was brilliant.
Genius
on his part.
His arm wrestling IQ doubled that day.
Yes.
But
yes.
Yeah. So I still say Matt match 3-1. Unless if Sylvain stops in the first match, 3-0 for Sylvain.
First match.
Yeah.
Because he has a King's move.
I mean, yeah, the King's move is not the issue. It's his heart. You know, that's a guy who
doesn't quit.
He will bang. You know what I'm saying? And he will dig in. You got to respect that kind of player. That's what I got there.
Absolutely. All right, guys, are you ready? It's the main event. Now, Michael Todd has got inside knowledge. You can't give away too much because you got to have something to chat about at 504, right?
Right.
But he's got inside knowledge on both of these people, okay? And let me settle something right away. People assume, and you know what assume means, right? It makes an ass out of you and me. Don't do that shit. Don't assume. People assume that because Michael had a closer match, it appeared, with Devin than he did with Dave, that Devin will now beat Dave, okay? But what you guys are forgetting and what you're not following is Michael is so much stronger this go around. When he faced Dave, he was a better version than when he faced Devin. All right, so remember that. And also remember it's styles, right? I don't think Devin has the King's move like Michael has it. Yes, Devin has a King's move, but it's not the King's move. All right, so what do you think?
It's going to go 2 ways. 3-0 for Dave or 3-2 for Devin. I mean, Dave is so strong. So, I mean, unless Devin's strength is at a level where he can match Dave and tie him up the first match, Dave is probably going to pull through him. They only have 30 seconds before they go to strap, so Devin's not going to have as much time to
manipulate Dave's hand.
Pump Dave's hand up. I think Devin may have Dave a little pissed off, you know, with all the hype for the match.
That's a bear you want to not poke.
I would assume. I mean, obviously we know who Devin is and what Devin's capable of, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, Devin can do whatever he wants, pretty much.
He can.
I mean,
he can. Of course he can.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
But it's a hard one to pick for me. Like when Devin was doing his prediction on 503, he was telling Dave he wanted Dave to win because he didn't want to face a loser, but he didn't think he would. For me personally, it's way better for my brand and my stock if Dave runs through Devin, right? It shows that I am at a different level. If Devin's able to pull out the win, it kind of, I don't want to say, it takes away from my performance, right? Because there's a lot of stock in Dave as one of the top arm wrestlers in the world, and I believe he is. I believe he's one of the most powerful arm wrestlers in the world. But Devin has tools, man. Devin's got options. Devin's long. He's got long levers.
Who has a better press?
Who has a better press?
Stronger press. People are asking. I just want to know.
Devin pinned me twice with his press. I don't think he would have 2 weeks ago. He's longer. Like he can get further across the table pressing me versus Dave. Dave couldn't get past the center. You know, Devin was really far on my side of the table pressing me. Raw power, I say Dave's got more power everywhere. Devin just has leverage, and leverage used effectively is very efficient. You know what I'm saying? So if he can, I know he's got a plan. Yes, he has a King's move. Is it strong enough to withstand Dave's offensive surge and side pressure? I mean, I guess we'll find out. It's all speculation. It's all speculation until we see this match, right? If I was betting money, I would bet on Dave.
Well, there you have it.
But it's a 55-45 for me.
Isn't that what Dave or Devin said as well? 55-45.
No, he did some weird number shit, like point something, and then he messed up the second half, I think. But I see it being close, right? And close because I just don't know. Close because I don't know where Devin's at. Mm-hmm. If the Dave that I pulled the Devin that I pulled last year, I bet Dave. Mm-hmm.
But Devin's been able to.
Well, Devin said he's the strongest he'd ever been when I pulled him last year. Because we talked the 940, he said he was the best in the world. Ollie. But Devin looked bigger when he pulled Todd Hutchins. So he's had time to focus. He's learned some lessons from last year. It's been a while since he pulled Dave. So you just don't know, man. It's hard to. He's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. If I had to bet, I got to put my money on Dave, but it's a slim. Like, I'm not betting a lot on it if I had to bet. Mm-hmm. Well, whose corner are you going to be in?
You have to watch to find out.
I can't believe you put that out
there. Weeks ago, okay? Yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah. What's this on the thing? All right.
Okay, anyways, guys, so there you have it. There are Michael Todd's predictions. Now we're going to move on to the Q&A portion. I'm going to scroll back just a little bit to see what you guys have been talking about. All right, and hopefully we can get some of these questions answered. Again, Super Chat is available. Be sure to share this to your other social media feeds so people can find us, all right? So, someone said the Battle of the Canadians. Let's go
Savannah and Matt.
Way back. Y'all, there's a lot of questions here. We'll just go ahead and start right here, okay? YouTube and Facebook. I'm pretty new. About a month. Hey!
That's how they count us in.
Mike Banks, I found this live stream because I watched 24-hour arm wrestling. Awesome. Vitaly Laletin versus Levin. We may see that in the finals of the Elite Eight, right? I mean, not the Elite Eight. Top eight. Yeah, I saw on Facebook and YouTube, Brandon Wilcox. Saw it on the homepage. Okay, excellent. Boss says, I gotta say, I don't really like the disclaimer Tom put on their video, but it's all right. He didn't mean any harm, I'm sure.
No, he texted me and told me he was doing it. I was cool with it, and I spoke to them about a possible once they get back off their break.
Sabbatical.
Yeah, doing a collaboration. I think they're gonna come out here versus me go to them, so they can get the circuits in with me here. But if it works out, we have a good thing. I may end up going out there and trying to do some of his stuff, you know.
Absolutely. Love both these women. Going to be a great match. Says Iron Street TV. Absolutely. Boss says Fia got the height and experience advantage. Damian Sprinkles. I'm most competitive with my best bud. Okay. Absolutely. Well, here's the thing. If you train with them also, you know how to beat them, right? You know where to go. Okay. For each of them. Some people like the kiss them comment. All right. Jerk. Damian Sprinkles. That's a man's response. Yes, it is. That is why men like to see women fight, hoping for some kissing. Rick Brown, don't ag him on, okay? Let's see. Iki Taku says, I want Sylvain to win. John Newitt's calling for Matt31. Sledge Mofo says, can't seem to find a link to get a King's Move shirt. Please someone post it or message me if you got it.
Just find us on Facebook. And send us a message on Facebook, and then
Monster Michael Todd on Facebook.
Yeah, we'll check the address, and we'll check the shipping for your address, and then we'll let you know. You can just PayPal.
Devin doesn't think Mask. This is in Tomnia. Devin doesn't think Mask will be hooked. His hand is too good.
That's maybe possible, but at the same time, if he doesn't finish him, Sylvain's got a crazy, wicked bent wrist, stubborn style press that he can push. P3DJ4 says Todd versus Prom Simplinkov in 2018. Me versus Prom Simplinkov?
I think so.
I believe the version of me that pulled Dave 2 weeks ago beats anybody in the world.
Now, what if King's Move is banned in WAL? Santosh Kanha, what would you do?
Continue to win.
Continue to win. There you go.
I mean, they're not going to ban the King's Move, but if they did ban it for some reason, I would just evolve into.
Listen, they've already put
they had more restrictions this year than they did last year.
WAL has more restrictions than the strictest rules on the planet, which is PAL.
For the King's Move. Last year, everybody talks about, oh, well, he was below the shoulder. They told us last year, listen, we're not doing negative or losing. We're not doing neutral or losing. We're doing negative or losing. So if I'm in the center of the table, my shoulder can go as low as I wanted. That's what they said for the finals, and that's what I did because that was the rules they told me. This year they told me I couldn't do that, so I was like, okay, I won't.
And he didn't.
So it's just I thought whatever the rules are, I'm gonna arm wrestle within the rules.
Mike Banks, I really do want to come to Washington, D.C. He's asking if we can come to Washington, D.C. Low Economic Gaming. Hey, Mr. Todd, any advice for a new arm wrestler? I'm doing my first comp in September, wondering if I should stop training a few days before. I've heard something like that. I don't know if it's true.
I take a week off, but when I was a kid, I went in 1995. I was like 22. I won the Midwest Regionals in Chicago, and I was at a bar all night long arm wrestling the night before. But it just depends on where you're at. Go back to the one with Tim Borders about the. I really do like the Rebel rope pulling. Oh, Rebel One Hoover machine. That's funny, Tim. Yeah, I thought you was actually talking about the rope pulling machine. I like the rope pulling machine quite a bit. Dogs are growling too.
Okay, curious how often do you get a medical checkup to make sure everything is in order? BRW 1973.
Every 6 months, probably.
Pretty frequently.
Yeah.
I mean, he has to get his, blood pressure checked out, other man stuff. Okay. Woody 81, do you think Todd would suit the kilt? My missus does. Okay, wait a minute. I need to know what are we saying, Woody. Are you saying your missus thinks my hubby would look good in a kilt? Or are you saying your missus likes you in a kilt and you want to know if I would like mine in a kilt? Because you and your missus, if it's the other way where she, we got to talk, all right?
Greetings from Ecuador.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I think he would look hot in a kilt. Let's see. I'll give you $400 for the Rebel One.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for live streaming. Appreciate it a lot. Would you want to pull if you could go back in, or who would you want to pull if you could go back in time? Steve Lee, back in time. Who would you want to pull?
I never got to pull Cleve Dean. I would have liked that.
Really?
Never got to pull him.
Cool.
Was it tons of tournaments with him? Never got to pull him.
How about that?
Never even on the practice table.
Monster, Joey Lindsay says, Monster, do you feel that Dave quit at 503? Sorry for asking the same question so many times. Joey, don't apologize. Like I said, I have got so many questions here. There's no way that I can get through them all. So if you want me to be sure you see it, either do one or two things, keep repeating it, or super chat. All right? So don't you worry about that at all. Go ahead, sweetheart.
I think Dave, we can get to the in just a second.
Just a second.
I think Dave, once he realized he wasn't going to be able to win the match, gave up the match because he knew he had to pull Devin in 4 weeks.
So there was no path to victory.
Once he realized he wasn't going to win, and I think every start he tried as hard as he could to try to get an advantage. And once those options were closed, he's like, well, there's no sense in pulling. I got to pull Devin in 4 weeks. Had that been the final, the end of the season, he would have tried harder. He would have pulled until it was over. But if he'd done that the first match, then his arm would have bled out, and the other two matches would have been easier.
Aaron Stein, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, Monster, what's your favorite topping for pizza?
Okay, it's pepperoni. But, I'm not putting you on a pizza. So pepperoni is my favorite.
Pizza on me.
Pizza on you's fine. So pepperoni is my favorite. Now Domino's, I love Domino's 4 cheese. Because you get the 3 toppings, $7.99 carry out, and it comes with obviously mozzarella. I get cheddar, provolone, and Asiago. That's a badass pizza. If y'all have never had that one from Domino's with all the garlic crust stuff, it's badass.
He likes cheese and pizza.
Cheese and pepperoni is my thing though.
Foz wants to know, Mr. and Mrs. Monster, who you got, Micah versus BJ Fakakis super match?
Micah. BJ's a strong kid. If he can't get out of his hand, I see Mike. Mike's got a nice bent wrist press right now too.
Rick Brown, he is doing a version of it. He had to keep a few of his things from his other plan, but he's definitely hitting all the macros, okay? Yeah. Feeling good? Feeling strong?
Yeah, I feel good.
Feeling good, yeah. Check 1. I was just told that I have a match in 4 days. I have a 2-hour arm wrestling practice yesterday. What do I do to be in my best shape, possibly by
Ice your arms.
Ice.
Today and tomorrow. And go watch the ice therapy one where you ice your arm in a sink full of ice and then rub it with icy hot and all that stuff. Do that for the next 2 days. And then take some ibuprofen as well, and then just rest. And then take ibuprofen about 3 hours before you compete.
The Mr. Bowtie 26. Rebecca's awesome. You're a lucky man.
I'm so lucky.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you so much. Josh Rowe, did you see Devin pulling off a loose version of the King's Move in any of the matches with Dave? Congrats on the win. The King's Move looked cleaner and stronger than ever.
I think he'll use it at some point, unless unless he meets Dave in the middle of the very first match and stops Dave, he will have to at some point revert to the King's move.
I would love to see it too.
Yeah.
I would love to see it. Jeremy Jones, I totally had the wrong outlook of Mr. Monster as a person till I started watching the channel. Seems to be a cool ass guy. Sorry for the wrong judgment.
Man, it's all good. I get a lot of it, dude. It's just, I'm very passionate about arm wrestling. And me beating Devin was very well known. Devin had a lot of fans. Devin had done the versus the mountain video. He'd pulled Shaq. I mean, he's got all these non-arm wrestling fans who became fans, and when they saw me beat him, had to been something wrong. Couldn't have worked. I must have cheated. And then I just got a lot of hate, right? So hey, it is what it is. It gets to me sometimes. It really does, because some people are just disrespectful and they say disrespectful shit. It makes me want to go hunt them down and kill them. And I can't, because there's a lot of them. So if they keep it clean, if it's their opinion, whatever, but just don't be a dick and don't say dick shit. But yeah, it's all good, man. I mean, I love arm wrestling. I've been doing it 2/3 of my life. I doubt I ever quit. And you love me or hate me, I'm always gonna be me. Neil Pickup. I used to have people tell me all day years ago, wasn't Neil? It's something else. Mike Shell's, good friend of mine, is like, you need to start acting more like Travis Bajan, because he saw Travis at the 2005 Unified Nationals that I held. And Travis was this showman. I mean, he got all this attention. It's great. I was like, listen, dude, I'm not going to be famous trying to be Travis Bajan. I'm going to be famous being Michael Todd. So I'm just true to me. You're going to like me or you're not, but I don't really change for anybody, apparently, except for this one. My stepson's like, dude, I've never seen you behave this way in your life. What did she do to you? I'm like, she tricked me.
Oh, Mike Banks wants to know how to join the WAL and become the headliner of the event. And we actually have an event coming up.
August 4th in Fort Worth. Now, there's going to be several other ones up north and east. So apparently, if you can win the overall of that one, you will get a shot on the Super Series next year.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
there are ways to get introduced. Knowing somebody, trying to get in one of the prelim matches, but they want everyone that's in a prelim match even to have gone through a WAL tournament.
What's up from Canada?
Okay, because they want to be sure that you're used to pulling according to those rules. Okay. Idea over the top remake.
People have been talking about that for 20 years, and I'd love to do it.
What does wrapping your arm after icy hot do?
Okay, once you ice it, you're completely numb. You got to dry it off, and you muscle rub it really, really hard with icy hot or biofreeze, where you get a deep rub, like almost like a deep tissue massage it, and then you wrap it, and it keeps it warm and it promotes healing.
Okay, the Hellkeeper wants to know, why did you change your style of pulling? I mean, before, when you faced Vovoda, you didn't use the King's move. Is it because your arm got broken before, or what?
My left arm blew apart. You have to go back and check out some of her stuff. This left elbow blew apart in a World Championship match in London. I always pulled my hand pegging this way. Well, once I couldn't pull, I just started pushing. The King's move for me was a rotational lat drag, right? I would just push, had a lot of back pressure, had that roll pull machine, and I would just pull back. I'm just looking at my forearm now. So just pull back, right? It really does. I'm like, damn, that's impressive.
Oh.
And then it just became I needed more height, so I can't come any higher than this, so I just started dropping. So yeah, I mean, it was an evolution once my left arm blew apart. Had I had the King's move, or this version of me now versus the 2007 Voda, which I believe is the best Voda ever, I would definitely have a clear advantage in that match.
Great White North wants to know, do you wear contacts in your WAL matches?
No. Okay, so these are supposedly, I'm supposed to wear these all the time, but I just don't like them. So I just wear them as readers.
Yeah.
Like it's weird me trying to look outside. Rick Brown,
thanks for the super
dude,
chat.
I'm so buying some ribeyes now.
And have
Buy
them
some
ground
ribeyes and have them ground
up.
up.
Dude, thank you so
for your
much.
support.
That's going to go a long way to supporting that vertical diet
I'm
this
telling
week.
you.
Okay, absolutely. Lots of protein in that.
I just want you guys to know how much we appreciate.
All
The super
support.
chats are amazing. We love that. But just you guys continually being on here supporting us. One thing I do want to do, once this thing is over, once we finish this, go back and post the questions that you have. Like I want as many questions as you guys can get me, and then I'm gonna go back probably in a few days, and I'm gonna do she's gonna record me, or I'm just gonna set up record, and I'm gonna go back and answer all those questions, and we're gonna release a video like that.
For Monster or Mrs. Monster.
Yeah, it can
Okay,
be
it
both
doesn't
of us.
have to
It
be
doesn't
all
have to
arm
be- yeah.
wrestling.
It can be whatever you guys want to know about us, as long as keep it tasteful.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Tasteful is good.
Well, I guess they ask whatever you want. I just won't answer the dumb shit.
Well, we just screen the questions, my dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, check that out. Once this is over, don't do it now. Once this is over, go back, put your questions in there, and then within a few days,
Rick Brown's, yes sir, I want to see you at the top of all the bastards. He said. Alfredo Chiffle says, are alone cables or bands training effective if I don't have someone to train with?
Absolutely. We did a review on the cone from Mizurenko. We're actually, if you guys notice, we do a lot of Country Crush and a lot of Raptor. We're actually going to do a review on that tomorrow that she's going to put together and put out.
Those are probably your favorite training
Yeah,
tools.
I mean, they've helped me make significant gains. Art Arm. I did one in a live. I'm going to go back and do another one. That's a badass handle. I think I'm going to go ahead and give them the secret on how to make it awesome.
We can in the video.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the video. I was not going to.
I think we should wait till after finals at least.
No, I'll go ahead and give them the secret.
I think you need to give away all your secrets, do you?
Yeah,
You always have.
I'm probably gonna give away this.
Can we not keep this one?
Yeah, this is one of the ways I found this handle to be extremely effective.
Okay, let's find out who your opponent is first before you give away that secret.
Apparently, I'm not reviewing the Art Arm yet.
Okay, not just yet, but
Right.
it's soon. Soon you can reveal that.
All right, somebody wanted me to do a analysis or breakdown of the Jerry Caderet match. We
Okay.
might do that as a video.
Absolutely.
Because I'm gonna tell you, he fouls a million times, my hand breaks, blah 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 blah.
Do you ever get pain in the
But-
lower part? This is old YT channel. Do you ever get pain in the lower part of your triceps from arm wrestling? I have a bone lock too, and that's where I feel the pain.
If you're talking about right here, I have pain there sometimes, but that's about it.
Woody will go over the predictions again here at the end of our questions. Okay, we'll leave you guys with those. Shave that beard, you bum. Archie Hurley, dismiss yourself. The beard is mine.
This is the
Okay.
reason I have it. This chick right here.
Oh, that's an aphrodisiac.
Oh, okay, joke. I'm a monster.
Oh.
Dude, let me tell you. Okay, so yes, I have the beard because of this beautiful woman right here. But I do believe what?
You're always chasing the dollar.
I'm always chasing a dollar.
He chases the dollar.
I'm chasing a dollar because I got to take care of this woman. I got to take care of my family. I need financial security, guys. So I believe.
Take care of you.
I believe I'm telling with that.
Okay.
I believe arm wrestling has a chance of making it big. I believe if I remain the champ, then opportunities will come to me. So if I have this beard, I believe it's another addition to what I could bring. Like there could be a beard sponsor. There could be beard product sponsor, beard whatever. Who knows? Could be the beard comb, right? There's a lot of options out there. So, and plus, I do want to get into movies, and I think this leads to different roles that I could play, from anything from a biker to a Viking or whatever.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. I got options. So she loves it. I'm keeping it because I feel like it's now part of the monster persona. But I also believe there's an opportunity that there could be money made from this right here. So
Los Angeles
I'm optimistic.
2028. See you there, Mr. Blackie says.
All right.
All right, guys. All right. So what was the elbow diagnosis after the Neil pickup match? Jason Durbin.
The doctor misdiagnosed it, said it was a muscle tear, and it was actually a partially torn ligament. That was in 2009. It healed, and then 2010, same injury again. That's when the doctor's like, listen, okay, so you have a muscle tear, you can still train, blah, blah, blah. And actually, it was a partially torn ligament. When I drove it on Wagner Borlato, it just completely came apart. So.
Boss says you need to get on the next season of The Last Kingdom.
Let's do it.
They do have beard options, is what John Weatherholt says. Audition for the Oak Ridge Boys, Rick Brown. I love the Oak Ridge Boys.
That's actually kind of fun.
Elvira. Okay. What do you think is stopping Matt Mass from getting to the next level? He's there, isn't he?
Okay,
Archie Hurley.
There's a next level that he's not at.
Okay.
He's
young.
No, he's not. He's not young.
He looks like a child.
No, he's like late
Mad
30s.
scientist.
He's 38, something like that.
He's not as old as us.
Well, we're old. So it's horrible. I didn't realize it till the other day that I was actually old. I was like, damn, I'm old. What was he talking about? Matt Mass. He needs to fill out his frame more. He needs to fill out his frame more.
John Newitt, let me know what your question is. Why won't you answer my question? Ask it again now. I'll be watching for it. I just haven't seen it.
He needs more international exposure.
Super chat. Thank you, Sledge Mofo.
Sledge Mofo.
Keep doing you, bud. You made Dave look like he had nothing. You train hard every day, and that's why you win. Your dedication inspires me. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. I appreciate the kind words. I'm not genetically gifted. I'm not someone who's supposed to be where I'm at. I just, it comes. I'm actually going to do a video on work ethic, which I think is huge, right? I think, talent will only take you so far. If you don't have an amazing work ethic, you will have a ceiling. I've been blessed to have an ability to just push hard, right? But it comes down to the fact that I hate the way it feels to lose. So the only thing I can have control of is how much I'm willing to work. So I just try to work harder than everybody else.
Thank you, Brandon Wilcox, for the super chat. I used to be a monster hater until I found your YouTube channel. I started watching your videos and become a huge fan.
Thank you very much,
People
Brandon.
just don't know you. I know, and a lot of times people will be like, dude, I thought you were an asshole because you went up to the table so intense. Okay, he is a professional athlete. He's supposed to be intense when he's going into competition, right? You're supposed to use that adrenaline. So I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
They
But
used to hate
thank
you,
you.
Black Cat, something.
Do what?
Black Cat hated me as well.
Now, mad respect, black shirt, 55.
Black shirt, is that what it says?
Yes,
Okay. Go back and see what the
Best match I've ever seen. I've got to find what this question.
Brandon, thanks again for the
Thank you,
support.
Brandon,
I appreciate
for
you,
the
buddy.
super chat. Okay, now it was Jason knew it. I'm still watching for your question. Don't see it yet. Adrian Morrison says, I heard Travis Pageant
He
in a
don't want
recent
it.
video say he would arm wrestle a
He was
monster.
joking.
Because he might
Yeah.
lose.
He don't want none of that.
He don't want none of that at all. I haven't seen your question come back through. A King, thank you so much for the
Thank you so
super
much.
chat. Will we see you in the top 8 anytime in the near future? We need you representing the USA. No offense to Tim.
Okay, so thank you very much, A King, for the support. And to answer your question, I want to be involved. Will I be able to with my WAL contract? I don't know. But what I will continue to petition for is at the end of the season, if I'm still the hammer holder, it will be to face whoever wins the top 8. I don't care which league, I don't care which organization, let them work it out. If I have to fly to Georgia or Russia or Siberia or whoever wins, it's either Lilleton or Levin. I mean, Prudnik could beat Lilleton possibly, so you don't know. But I think I'm in a rare form right now, and barring injuries, I think I can progress to a level this year that would make me very, very, very competitive for that overall.
Everybody listening right now, give us a thumbs up if you would like to see the monster arm wrestle whoever comes out ahead on top 8. Okay, give us a thumbs up. There's 51 of you right now that have already given us a thumb. I want to see them. Hit those like buttons, guys. Tim Borders, make Levin come here. Great White North, if Devin worked on his legs, it would improve his King's move. John Newitt, is this your question? Will you collab with Devin?
Happily. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Tom Nelson contacted me today. I haven't spoke to Devin yet, and because I'm holding the 2019 inaugural Monster Michael Todd International Pro-Am Arm Wrestling Championship, November 2nd, 3rd, right here in this beautiful city, hometown of Hot Springs. And Tom's like, "Hey man, you should set up me and Devin for a left-handed match." Well, hell yeah, that'd be cool. And Devin would hype that up for real. I just got to get a hold of Devin and see if he'd be available, if it'd be something he'd be interested in. And if he does, and he gets down here, if Devin and I are in the same room, if we're in the same room, we're going to collab. We have a good relationship, we're good friends, so I don't see why we wouldn't.
Okay, Black Shirt 55, you and Devin are best thing going. Ed Rivera, I'm from PA, but I think Devin is going to get the W.
I mean, anything can happen. It's hard to know right now because, like I said, Dave felt the strongest he's ever felt to me. I knew that I was the strongest I've ever been. So, is Devin going to be the strongest he's ever been? Is he going to be able to have an answer for Dave's just raw power? I think he has a plan, and Devin's one who's a very intelligent arm wrestler, has a very methodical approach. So, I'm sure he's thought about multiple outcomes. So we'll see what happens.
Why do you, Marble 89, why do you guys sound like you want Dave to win?
Because I want Dave to win. That's the reason.
That's why he sounds like it.
I want Dave to win.
Okay.
If you think about
just like Devin wanted Dave to win.
He wanted the hammer.
Dave to win. Yeah.
Devin wanted Dave to win so that if he beat Dave, he got the hammer. I want Dave to win because it makes my stock go up. Because if I'm the one that was able to beat Dave and in the fashion that I did, and then Devin, who is arguably one of the greatest, doesn't find a path to victory, it elevates my stock. So selfishly, I would like to see Dave win. That's about it. That's
There
my
you go.
reasons.
I think Devin has been working hard for Dave, says Francois. Tim Borders, it's hard not to pick Devin, man. You just made it look easy. You can't blame people for picking Devin.
Okay, my match with Devin was nearly 10 months ago. I had made a lot of progress in that time, and Devin may have as well. We just don't know, man. We just don't know what's going to happen. But I'm excited to be there live and watch it. You know.
Thoughts on working side pressure after only being involved in arm wrestling for 6 months? This is
Absolutely. All I used to work was side pressure. I didn't know there was anything else. It hurts if you don't do it correctly. I've trained side pressure when I was a kid, and the first injury I ever had was on a spring. I had one of those chest expander springs, and I was boom, I slamming it, and I slammed it, and it came back and it jerked and it tore my tendon. I was like, oh, never had an injury in my life until that. So you got to be careful, you know.
Archie Hurley, it must be a fact. Girls like big arms. All WAL champions have hot wives.
There you go. There you go. It's all about the guns.
Caleb Schmidt, what are your thoughts on Devin's medical marijuana use?
I think after what Devin has done and the life that he has led, he's entitled to do whatever the hell he wants.
There you go.
My opinion. I mean, 20 years, special forces, protecting this country and our freedoms. Do whatever the hell you want. I don't care.
Absolutely. Diaz1, do you think Devin's training is too limited to small movements?
Yes.
Yes.
I do. I mean, Devin would benefit greatly from coming down here and spending a week with me. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. He is an alpha. He is a guy who will push himself to the brink. So I believe if he incorporated my style of training, keep doing what he's doing. But if you add what I'm doing, he does have a genetic advantage on me. You know, he has all the tools. He has everything. What's happened so far is I think I put in better work. I'm not saying I work harder. I just think I put in better work. And like I say in pretty much every video, what I find is my opponent's desire to win is outweighed by my disgust for losing.
Okay, but Devin's never quit on you.
Okay, I'm just better than
He doesn't quit.
No,
You know
but he didn't win, so he didn't want it as bad as I did. It comes down to that. It comes down to, I mean, he was, I mean, the dude was laid over the table near death at the end of our match, but he wouldn't quit. So he hung in there till the last minute. But super
Monkey
fun.
Pants, not yet, but it's coming. Boz says, getting some blood flow through the whole arm. Scotty K, let the man toke up every day.
Talking about his fucking week off.
I think he needs to add more movement to his workouts. Also, says Jared Garrett, quality over quantity is key, says Rick Brown. Sorry if I don't know this, but what is the difference on fighting with or without the straps? How does the hand feel? Are there techniques that are easier to implement with the straps?
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm way better in the strap. But I've had a pinched ulnar nerve right here for 12 years. I haven't felt these two fingers. They're constantly asleep. So what I did was develop, I wasn't going to try to develop a hand that was just super strong and would clamp and control somebody, because I knew without feeling these fingers. And also when you have a hand that's strong, you become dependent on that hand. So when you find the one person who can beat that, then you're screwed because you have no other options. I chose to have a hand that doesn't get compromised before and during the slip. So when I go to slip, I'm not slipping here. I'm always slipping this way. So I'm always guaranteed to get the strap, right, without a foul call. Once I'm in the strap, I had no secrets. I should have learned how to cheat the strap, how to position myself in the strap. I get told all the time, I've just never done it. I just need a tight strap. I've said it numerous times. If you would just duct tape me to my opponent, I'm great, you know. All right,
thank you so much, Aaron Stein, for the super chat. Again, thank you so much. He is doing a quotation of Devin Larratt. Said, fans need to get over the surface of arm wrestling. What Michael is doing is very advanced. All arm wrestling fans need to hear this.
And I appreciate your support once again for the super chat. But yes, that is Devin's belief. I mean, he's incorporated King's move into his own arsenal. And I'm not doing the traditional King's move. I mean, I evolved into this, right? There's micro movements. There's all kinds of stuff going on, but it is evolution. And not saying everyone's going to do a King's move. That's not going to be the future of arm wrestling. But this is a style. This is a technique that is going to be here for a long time.
Okay, Monkey Pants says, would be awesome if y'all smoked a blunt with us. Okay, yeah, I'm just telling you, Mrs. Monster will not be doing that.
She won't do that. She has actually made the suggestion that I might need to get a medical use. I do have
And it's not because I'm against you guys using your medical marijuana. I'm just telling you, I'm the one who will die from it.
What's
So
the
I'm not
reason
doing
you think I'd benefit?
it. 'Cause you're freaking crazy.
'Cause I'm
Let's
crazy.
try to make you not so crazy.
Trying to make me not as crazy.
Okay. How about Tom Nelson versus Travis in the parking lot for a sideshow?
Well, there you go.
All right, I'm missing the question here, but John asked this question. He asked if arm wrestling was a drug-free sport. What I want to do is tell you, I don't know of a drug-free sport.
Not at an elite level. I don't know of any drug.
I don't know of any drug-free
I will
sport
tell you this.
at
There's probably
any
more use.
level. And the reason why is because there's always someone somewhere that knows how to beat the test.
It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Icarus showed that.
Watch
right?
Icarus on Netflix.
Yeah.
And you will get to see how the Russians went to great lengths to cheat the test at the Olympics. Okay? And the only reason it was found out is because a doctor went forward with the story.
Yeah.
That's the only reason. Because they actually beat it. All right?
Gymnastics could be a drug-free sport. It could be. I mean, thing is, there's so much drug use, and that's what this guy's gonna say. And I think there's more drug use in high school and recreation lifters than there are in professional sports.
Do you like Indian food? Ashka Pai.
I don't know if I've ever actually had Indian food.
I
like
had it.
food.
I've had it. The nurses, I guess
Sports
I've had
climbing,
it. Okay.
probably not.
I think I've had it. Well, it was probably Americanized Indian food, right? But I had these chickens that were baked in a clay oven or something like that. That was so good, and the rice was good. And this little flat bread stuff. Oh, it was yummy. AH Pip says, Team Monster Rock. Thank you so much. Heavily body weight dependent and not much cardio.
I don't know what that's about.
No idea. Pro slapping. I think that might actually be drugs.
Okay. What did they say about me and Simplicon?
Where? What are the chances for you and Simplinkoff anytime soon?
It wouldn't be anytime soon. He has to get all the way back healthy.
He's got to get healthy, guys.
But yeah, I mean, back to the steroid use. Recreational gym guys, gyms are full of steroids. There's more. I believe there's more steroid use in just your recreational gym use.
High school sports.
Oh,
it's unbelievable.
I hate it.
Why is anybody doing that to
I'm not
young men
opposed
who
to
have not
performance enhancement.
You know,
I think it's your body, do what you want, right? Unless you're competing in a tested event, it's not cheating. If you're competing in a non-tested event, it's not cheating. But I don't think there's any reason why any youth should do steroids until they've maxed out their genetic natural potential. But when I say steroids, I'm talking about testosterone. I don't know enough about the different synthetics and stuff that's out there. And I'm not saying I was a short fat kid, and I still struggle. I'm relatively fit right now, but if you told me that there was a steroid out there that I could take, that I could eat pizza every day and have abs and be shredded, I'm taking this shit out of that stuff. Because for me, it's more about, I don't want my self-esteem. I don't want to be fat. I want to have, good body composition. I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? So if there was a drug of any type that told me I could eat whatever I wanted and be ripped, my ass is taking it. Because it's not about competition. It's just about.
Okay, what John actually wanted to know is it drug tested though? Okay, there are leagues that are drug tested.
WAF, EAF,
amateur leagues.
United States Arm Wrestling. The
Amateur
National
leagues
Championship,
are
Unified Nationals is tested.
But those are all amateur events. You don't see it on. They're not the professional events are not tested yet, but they will be. Who do you think? What do you think about Frank Budulowski?
I don't have a very close relationship with him. I talked to him for a while. He's got massive arms. He's got a strong social media following. So as far as I know, he's a good guy. I don't know a lot else about him.
ABIH wants to know, does Matt versus Prudnick, does Matt have any chance there?
Matt is going to have a chance because of his speed against most people. Prudnick seems to be a very complete arm wrestler, so in my opinion, he would be heavily favored for Prudnick.
What was your weight for the Dave match?
I left the house at 259.8. I weighed in dressed at 268.7.
And Dave weighed in at
280.
280. He was a big Dave. Yes. Do you ever think about showing up at one of Travis Badgett's shows, this is Steven Wilson, with all the cash for anyone who wants
I never
to
pay attention to where Travis is at, but if it was close, I don't see why I wouldn't.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm over 40 and believe testosterone is beneficial for men my age and older. Absolutely, Brandon Wilcox.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Women have been taking hormone pills forever, there's no reason why a man should not be able to take hormone replacement therapy.
Absolutely. If I start hitting hot flashes and stuff like that and they tell me estrogen will help me out, or if my sex drive takes a dip and they tell me progesterone will help me out, I'm going to do that. Men, there is nothing wrong with TRT. I got this guy on TRT, 3-4 years ago?
Several.
Okay. So important. All right. So important. He wasn't getting out of bed. He just laid in bed all the time, you know? And I mean, didn't have any kind of a drive whatsoever. My quality of life was dropping because his testosterone was dropping. And we're 46, you know, not ready to live like we're old yet. So TRT, I'm a big fan of it.
Somebody asked me if I saw the Jorge Masvidal match. Hell of a knockout. They said it's 5 seconds, but the dude cracked him in like 2.5 seconds.
It was 5 seconds when they called it.
Yeah, 2.5 second knockout is what it was because he was out. It was ridiculous.
Right.
I haven't got to go back and watch all the shit that Ashton talked before, so I was wanting to watch that just to see what got him so riled up. But yeah, it was a hell of a match.
So he was running his mouth.
Yeah.
Kind of like you arm wrestling Travis Badgett, right? Crazy question, but do you eventually see arm wrestling as a Olympic
I
Games?
hoped it would be, and I hope it won't be in my competitive lifetime. In 1996, we were supposed to be a demonstration sport in Atlanta, but we got beat out by women's beach volleyball.
Solomon Rima just saw Juji's video of WAL. Great to see your interview with him.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I thought it was all pretty good, and I'm hilarious, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. They cut out some of it, but the editing at the end, the Devin thing was just necessary.
Fun, wasn't it?
It was necessary.
It was necessary. Okay, Archie Hurley, do you enjoy verbally sparring with your opponent? I feel like Devin fueled you with his trash talk when you beat him. Also, who wins the rubber match?
So Devin is someone who's easy to get hyped up for because he does push buttons, but it's more so his fans that get on there. And when I'm the underdog and people tell me I can't do something, I'm ready to prove you wrong, right? And who wins the rubber match? Michael, of course. I'm going to kill him. It's not even going to be close.
Kenneth Long, how do you train with a broken hand?
You just do.
Okay.
You just do. I had to work through it. Hey, keep talking. I got to pee real quick.
Okay. So there you guys go. Michael Todd does not leave anything up to the imagination. And as far as how do you train with a broken hand, where is the break? Okay, we can't assume that all breaks are the same. When Michael, after he pulled Jerry, his break was right about here. Right in here, all right? Kind of like where the strap goes across, right? And so he went to physical therapy, and he did have to lighten weights that he was using with his hand, and there were certain movements he couldn't do for a few weeks. But all in all, physical therapy was probably the best thing for him as far as helping him to heal up over that. And of course, we increased his calcium. We basically had him on, I think it was 1,000 milligrams, I can't remember exactly, calcium, vitamin C. Great White North, if Bart or Juji were to arm wrestle, who would you go with?
Bart.
Michael says Bart.
Bart's a pro arm wrestler.
Because Bart is a professional arm wrestler, all right? So he's got the years, he's got the experience, he's got the developed tendons for it. And, you know, he just knows technique so much better. Now, give Juji a couple of years. That might be different. Mrs. Monster, do you train females, says Tim Borders. Tim, yes, I do. Right now, I don't have a whole lot of clients. I'm focusing more on editing and basically training myself, all right? But yes, I train clients here in our personal gym. I also do virtual plans with them. Now, if you're talking about arm wrestling specific training, no, I do not. I simply do not know enough about arm wrestling specific training. I talked to this guy and my son. They're very, very, very good. Go Gadget says, haha, good prostate. Because he wasn't in there forever, right? John knew it. WAL tested, drug tested. Would Michael have to go off TRT? No,
I believe I'd have a medical exemption.
We've actually talked about that with Steve.
Yeah.
They'll have medical exemptions for.
No, you have to stay in normal ranges, 300 to 900. Yeah. I can't show up with a
1,700
18,
testosterone.
2,000 test levels. You know, I'd have to be within the normal range, but yeah.
Who is the greatest lefty of all time?
Dennis Plinkoff.
Dennis Plinkoff, okay. Mr. Downwardo, question. Does Michael Todd bring the hammer in the bedroom with his TRTs? Need me some of those. Hammer in the bedroom, no, it's actually...
No, it's talking about my hammer, baby.
Why y'all do that to me?
So you were just not getting it, huh?
Yeah.
You will later. All right, where we at?
Oh, okay. Nobody do that to me again. Y'all like doing that. Okay, Boz, what kind of question is that? Of course. Oh shoot. Okay, let's move on. We're gonna move on. All the banter between you guys reminds me of my wife and I. Okay.
We have a good time. There's a lot of our life that we wish we could have recorded because
not all of it is
yeah,
PG-13. Okay.
It's a lot of adult content, but the shit gets pretty funny. You know.
Yeah. What is the toughest COC gripper you have ever closed?
I mean, I've never closed a 3.
John, do it. Give a shout out for Viagra.
There you go.
All right.
I'll take them as a sponsor. I don't care. I've never tried it, but my buddy Mike Shells sings his praises.
Okay, Dennis is a monster, but I would argue Travis has been an elite on left for longer.
Okay,
Walker.
so you didn't say who's been elite longer. You said who's the greatest. In my opinion, Dennis Simplinkoff. That's my opinion. Your opinion may be Travis. Travis has not competed internationally enough in the last decade for him to be relevant, in my opinion. Dennis Simplinkoff is a freak, and I would assume him to be the greatest left-hand arm wrestler of all time, most powerful.
Do you have a joint supplement that you recommend for recovery?
I do, from our Isogenics. It's a joint support formula from our Isogenics. You can go to monstermichaeltodd.isogenics.com and then just click on, you got to click on the preferred pricing or something to look at the list. But our joint formula is really good. We also have a joint cream that's really good.
And he uses them both. He uses the whole joint system.
Let's go down a little bit and see what's going on.
I didn't ask the Dennis question, just threw my 2 cents at
No,
S.
that's
Walker.
all good, yeah.
Dan Bilzerian takes it.
For muscle building purposes. But Dan, that's a dude that actually went to his house.
What?
That's the dude. Remember she was telling the story? That's the he's worth like $300 million and he has all the hose running around his house. The bathroom? No, I didn't mean hose. I meant very nice, respected, full women. That's what
all right. John Doe, love you guys from Australia. Absolute legends. Watching you lately, I have realized how much credit you deserve.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I hope to come to Australia. I will never turn down another invite. I've turned down it twice. I'll never turn it down again.
Okay, Mr. Downwardo, serious question, Monster. How does your 180 Pro hormone blend with your TRT? Do you cycle the 180 or take both simultaneously?
I took them both simultaneously. I took it for 60 days. I'm not on 180 now. It's the only time I've ever taken that pro hormone. I felt like I got good. I probably will. Thank you. I probably will take that the last 60 days leading up to finals. I forgot about it. I forgot that I took it.
Yeah. Tell Travis he's the greatest.
That's probably not
I have mat mass disease. This is Shane Emily. I have mat mass disease. I can't stop dislocating my pinky ring finger lifting. Any secrets to regain tendon strength?
Okay, so I'm a big believer in ice baths, dude. I'm telling you, it helps me tremendously when I have an injury. When I say ice bath, I'm talking about wherever. I don't have it in a big tub. I put my arm in a sink full of ice, and it helps me tremendously. Tremendously, yeah.
How can that help to keep you from dislocating stuff, though?
It helps me recover. So I don't know if
Tim Porter says cut it off.
I don't know if it
Sounds
helps
like my
with
dad.
dislocating or injuries. I'm just saying when I have an injury, that helps me get back to training.
Do you secretly hope that Devin beats Dave so you can continue to hold on to the legacy hammer? Huh?
I get to keep the legacy hammer anyway.
Yeah. Great White North, we don't lose.
Until someone beats me in a one-on-one match, the legacy hammer's mine.
We're not getting rid
So
of
I'm
it.
retiring tomorrow.
Hey, Mr. Todd, is it better to lift heavy or lift a lot of reps for strength?
I lift as heavy as I can,
Low
heavy as weight as I
economic
can for as many times as I can lift it. So that's what people don't understand. Like, oh, you're doing so many reps, you must be lifting light weights. No, I lift very, very heavy weights for a lot of reps.
Yeah, what was the phone call with Devin about? Spill the beans.
We were just talking.
Someday.
He told me, he's like, dude, you made that look so easy. Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't even know if I can beat the guy, and you made that look so easy. But like Devin said in his interview, leading up to the match, you don't know, your confidence isn't there. It's when they call your name that shift happens, that change happens. I was the same way. I didn't know. I knew I'd worked hard. I knew I'd worked really hard. I knew I was the strongest I'd ever been. But it wasn't until they called my name that I knew that I was going to win.
John, I'm not reading it. You're not going to get me. Not doing it.
Have y'all seen the size of those WAL hammers? What the hell?
Raymond Kenny, any concern with the large amounts of red meat consumption on the vertical diet? We've mixed in some chicken.
I am not going to fully commit to the vertical diet until after the season's over. I did it for about 5 or 6 days, exactly like the protocol required. And I'm superstitious, and I don't want to jack anything up before the finals. So I'm incorporating all the micronutrients I'm eating more red meat than I had ever eaten in the past, but I'm not committing fully until after the season's over.
So he's taking some parts of that with his own and he's using them. Okay, he's eating more cooked stuff. Okay, so we're going with the white rice as opposed to so much macaroni, boxed macaroni.
Admit
right?
it, I love the canned chicken.
You
I
love
did look
the
that
canned
shit up
chicken.
well when I was putting in the skillet.
This is Ariello Nunez. You look totally like a different person, bald with a beard. Keep it strong, monster.
I do look a lot different. I mean, I go back and look at pictures of me just from a few years ago. I've aged terribly since I married this woman.
What does that even mean?
It means you're mean to me. But this is it. This is the look. I mean, the beard, like I said, the beard is staying. I like the bald with the beard better than I do the different lengths of hair when I have hair. This just to me looks better.
Do you take liver powder and collagen peptides, monster?
I take liver. Nope.
Nope, no liver pills at all.
I was gonna say fish oils and stuff, but yeah. I don't.
What do you two think about the biggest John knew it. He's trying to get me in trouble.
He's getting real close to it.
Okay, Brandon Wilcox, GoFundMe for Over the Top remake. Oh, someone was asking also, and I'm sorry it's passed already. Someone was asking, do you think that Sylvester Stallone did good with Over the Top in promoting arm wrestling to the public?
I think it did great. I mean, a lot of people who were around back then thought it was going to blow arm wrestling up, and it didn't get the, reaction as they had hoped, but it did do a lot for it.
Yeah. Do you think if you were to beat Levin, you would be considered the greatest arm wrestler of all time?
I believe I would be in the consideration, not the greatest. Okay, so John Brzezinski is the greatest because he dominated for such an extended period of time. Do I believe the same version of him could dominate now like he did before? No, because I think it's a different era of arm wrestling. So I do believe if I can beat Devin and
It's okay, John.
keep the hammer for several more seasons, you will be able to make a strong argument that I am the greatest arm wrestler of this era.
Okay, King.
But that's a big if.
King Chronic, we're going to answer this question
that's
and
a
then
big,
we're going to
big
have to.
There's one more I'm going to answer too.
Okay, well then let me
Go
get
ahead.
King Chronic really quickly. He says, when the Game of Arms was happening, did you ever get a call?
I was the first person they called.
I was in the car with him.
I was not able to commit at that time. They showed up the Arnold. They met Woody. He sold himself real well. So they started following him. They followed him out to Bakersfield, California. They went to a tournament where Alan Fisher was at. They didn't have a strap. Woody ended up losing to Alan Fisher. So then Alan Fisher became one of the cast members, and then I never got a call again.
Love you, monster, but Brzezinski is the greatest of all time. That's what he said.
No argument. No argument.
No argument on that at all.
Could I make a run for the greatest arm wrestler of this era? And I believe if I continue to win in the fashion that I previously won against Dave for the next several years in the WL, with the WL continued growing, and I'm able to defeat Levin or whoever for the number one spot in the world, I think it'd be hard to argue because I've been around a while. I've competed against the best in the world. I don't always win, but I am on kind of a winning streak right now. So, in my opinion, yes. Hammer time can be my new code word. I'm down.
Thank you so much for the super
really
chat
appreciate it.
in Tom
The one question I didn't want to go ahead and answer was the guys like, I thought the Legacy Hammer went to whoever beat Devin. No, the Legacy Hammer goes, so Devin, how it worked was Devin in 2017, when the WL fell apart the last 2 weeks before the finals, Devin said he would bring his hammer to the thing, and if you beat him, he was going to give you his hammer. He chose to take that hammer that he won the previous year and put Marshall Barboza's name on it because it's a right-handed hammer. So Marshall Barboza, 2014, John Brzezinski, 2015, Devin Larratt, 2016. And so he just put it up from then on. If anyone beat Devin, they were now the owner of the Legacy Hammer. So once you win the Legacy Hammer, it's if anyone beats you, it's a right arm hammer. If anyone beats me in a one-on-one match right-handed, then it's time for me to part ways and let the hammer go. So I'm retiring tomorrow.
Ever consider getting back to form with Left S. Walker?
I would love to. The left is just, it's not super responsive, man. I've got, like, it feels good and then it gets a tweak and then the tweak keeps me from being able to train. I mean, I still train. I train all the time. But sometimes that left elbow just hurts bad.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and post this video. We're going to end it, but listen, you may go ahead and continue to ask your questions. Just post the questions on the video once it's actually published, right? And we will go back and answer them as well. And as Michael said, also, be sure to post any questions that you would like for us to answer in a separate Q&A later this week. Have enjoyed talking with all of you that contributed with super chats. Thank you so much for the support. And as always, all of you, thank you for the support. Continued watching us, sharing.
Share. One question I want to leave you guys with that you can answer in the once this is posted.
Respiratory therapy wants you to smack some watermelons.
So I've been thinking about it, but I'm afraid I hurt my elbow.
I don't want you to hurt your hand.
If my arm went to straight in the slap, it would hyperextend my arm. It scares me a little bit. What do you guys think we should do to help this channel grow faster? I'm impatient as shit.
I think it's fine.
I mean, I'm very pleased with the following that we have, but how do we get this thing to grow faster? Where should we share it? What should we do? What kind of content? Just put that out there. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm sure you guys follow people with hundreds of thousands of followers or
training
subscribers.
videos, Juji collabs.
Juji, I'm excited about that collabs. We're trying to get more. We may be out. We're going to Vegas after LA, so I talked to Stan
giveaways.
Ackerman.
We have giveaways coming.
We have a big giveaway
videos.
planned. Yeah, we got that. Cool. Yeah, just keep slapping that stuff out there for us. Let us. We're gonna look at it, look it over, and once again, thank you guys for all the support, and we appreciate it.
And if you haven't seen it from the beginning, go back and watch it from the beginning, really quickly, Michael, because this is gonna die. What were the rundowns? Who did we choose to win? Okay.
I chose Jamie Sheldon to win 3-1.
You don't have to go through that. Just give me names.
Okay, Jamie Sheldon, Ryan Bowen. I chose Fia. You chose Marlene. I say that it's either gonna be Matt Mass 3. I don't know. I think I said 3-1 Matt Mass, and then 55% Dave wins, 45% Devin wins.
Okay, there we go, guys. Look forward to chatting with you again. As always, see you next time.